Hi guys, welcome to iFashi. In today's tutorial, I'll be teaching us how we did the beadings on the corset that we posted last week. I promised to show us how it was beaded, and here it is. So guys, the first thing you're going to be needing are your beads, of course. I'll advise you use a crystal bead, this type of bead that you're seeing on your screen. If you go for the other type of bead, with subsequent wash, it might end up fading off. Now, for the needles, there are different types of needles. There's beading needle, which is very tiny, and there's the normal regular sewing needle. But for this beading, I'll be using the normal sewing needle. We also have the transparent thread, also called the invisible thread, and we also have the normal regular thread. I'll be using the regular thread, which is the color of this crepe fabric, for this beading. So the first thing we're going to do is to pick up your thread and put it through your needle. Then when it's properly tied, you now take the thread and pass it through the top from the back to the front. Just watch closely and see how I'm doing it. You pass your needle through from the back coming out to the front in whatever part of the top you want to start your beading from. Now, after passing your needle through the top, coming out on the outside, the next thing is to put your beads into the needle. Now, be very mindful of the number of beads you put. I will advise 3 or 4 as the maximum, because the more the beads you put, the more chances of it dangling. But the lesser the bead, the tighter it would be. So now, after placing your beads, use your hand to push it to make sure it is tight, and then place your needle inside, facing where the bead is coming from. Just watch your screen closely. Now your needle is passing through the main fabric, not coming out through your lining. So when it passes through the main fabric going inwards, you now have to bring it out and pass it through the last bead, so that the thread will face the front again. Now, after bringing out your thread through the last bead, you are going to go ahead and put another set of 3 beads, as see me doing. Now place it tightly like this and pass your needle backwards again. Now when you pass your needle backwards, your needle will come out just after the first bead, so that you'll be able to pass it back through that last bead. As you can see on your screen, my needle will come back through the last bead. With this, all of the beads will be facing forward and will be tightly placed. So I'm going to keep repeating this and speed up this video until we get to the end of this line, so that I'll show you how to continue a line. Now we've gotten to the end of this line. As you can see on your screen, there is another bead that started at the end of this part I am. So what I'm doing here is to place my needle inside the last bead, so that the line will just enter straight. You will not notice that there was a stop there initially. Now, after placing the needle inside the last bead, you're going to make it come out again on the last bead facing the other way, so that because we're going to go backwards now. We're going to bead it backwards towards where we were coming from, right? So I'm just going to speed it up and also continue doing this until we get to the end of this line. The next thing I'll be teaching you now is how to tie your thread when your thread is almost finished. Now, as you can see, my thread is getting short. It's time to change thread. What we'll do is to stop putting beads at this point. Now, place your needle inside of your fabric to find its way to the top of this. We are trying to find our way to the top of this corset on the wrong side of the corset, right? Now, when you successfully bring out your needle on the wrong side, you're just going to do your tying here. Just watch closely and see how I am tying it. You place your needle inside of your fabric, then place your needle inside of the thread, then tie it tightly. You repeat that until you're sure it is very tight. Then you cut off the thread. After cutting off, I'm going to go ahead and put another thread on this needle. Then I will continue from where we stopped. So to continue from where you stopped, you're just going to place your needle back from that same point you brought it out from, so that you take it to locate the end of the bead where we stopped. Now, after bringing out your needle at this end of this place we stopped, just before the last one, just watch closely, you're going to place your needle inside of this bead to come out facing forward, so that we can go ahead and start putting our beads, just like we've been doing since we started, right? So now, after placing the 3 beads, you're just going to continue like we've been doing up until the end of this, and that's how this beading was done. If you want it to be fully beaded like this picture you're seeing here, just go ahead and continue with the way we've been doing it and you will get a fully beaded top. This is how beautiful it looks, guys. I hope you understand. If you don't, just ask any questions in the comment section. If you feel like the video is too fast, you can slow it down in your settings so that you understand how everything was done. Thank you so much for watching, guys. The link to how we drafted and made this corset will be in the description box. Stay tuned, guys, because the skirt tutorial will be coming soon. Remember to subscribe, like, and share this video, and I'll see you in the next one.